Hello everybody, Sifd here again, and today I'll be playing Elementd 2, the sequel to Elementd, the game that existed in Warcraft 3. This is a standalone game that you can go and play, and buy and play, and let's get into this. We also got the good old map that we used to have. There is also campaign mode with stages and level and quests and whatnot, but who cares? Let's go into a normal run. Hopefully we're gonna be able to survive, I don't know, to wave 50 or something, and we're gonna see. So let's speed the game down for anybody that doesn't know. This game has elements, and we're gonna start with darkness, by the way. And based on what elements you get, these are the towers. Yes, I know it's a bit overwhelming, but you can very quickly see what you need by just going over a tower. So for example, I'm gonna play with a plague tower today. That's my idea. And this tower needs me to go into darkness. As you see here top, these are the elements here. This needs me to go into darkness, water, grass, and earth at least one level each. So that is going to be the build pretty much. We're gonna go into full-on yeah, this build. I don't know how to explain this. We're gonna go into a plague build. So yeah, let's set up a darkness tower right away here in the middle, and then let's also set up an archery tower here to help out the tower we already have. So every tower in this game, every single tower that exists, let's speed the game up ×1, like this tower for example, has an ability. For example, the darkness tower has the ability of if the target is a creep, any excess damage transferred to the nearby creep and deals an additional 9% of max health damage. That is what the darkness tower does. So by just having yeah, the darkness tower pretty much never loses damage, right? Because every single kill, overkill damage transferred to the next enemy. Even if the opponent has one life, you kill the first target and then the second target gets it for the full hit. And this is the first wave we're clearing. This wave is really hard for us because Darkness Tower does 50% less damage to these guys. But we beat it because we also have the Archery Tower here helping out, which we can transform into a Darkness Tower when it need be. So there is no reason to not spend that money, as this costs 175 to build, while this costs 75 to build, and the upgrade path costs 100, so you don't really lose a single coin. The only thing you do actually lose is the fact that interest is a thing in this game. So you definitely want to not buy towers if you are clearing the waves like we do. So let's speed this up for a moment while the opponents go through. And yeah, we're still waiting. This is a water enemy, so it takes double damage from water. This should easily get destroyed. Yeah, look at this. The fire on its own, the Darkness Tower is getting 2 kills per shot here, so that's really good. And it seems like overkill does not super transfer. Because if you see, even if the opponent is damaged, the maximum amount of kills it can get is 2, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is. So it's sad, but who cares? I'm gonna say let's get another Darkness Tower, so we set up better defense in general. I think the tower here would be a good choice. Although right now this is working anyway. As long as you are getting kills, you never ever want to spend money. There is never a reason to spend money if you are destroying all the opponents on your path, which we are doing, because you want interest. Interest is the only thing that matters in this game. You want as much money as possible, because the more money you have, the more towers you can have, and the more towers you can have, the more damage you're going to be doing, regardless of what your build is. Like, no matter what your build is, more towers is better. Always, 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 always. And we got another 2 kills. We got a new element. Let's speed the game down for a moment. The element now is going to spawn a boss that we will have to fight. So darkness is good against water. So I think water is the next we should call. Water is the next we should call, and then the one after that is nature. So let's call water in. This should be easily dealt with. We are doing double damage to this thing. Yep, darkness does double damage. By the way, we can read this here that we do double damage. Yeah, it almost died instantly. So very nice. And from the next wave onwards, not this one, but the next wave after that, opponents will start having abilities, every single one. For example, the first ability we're gonna fight is every 3 seconds this creep will gain 200 speed for 1 second. And also we just unlocked our first dual tower, and we unlocked the poison tower. Deals some damage per second to all creeps hit. Each stack lasts 15 seconds. So first of all, let's definitely set up a second tower right this moment, because these guys are about to go through. Please, please, please get them before they go through. Yes, we got them all. Please, yes, we got them. Nice. And now we're gonna set up a poison tower, I would say, here in the very front, to be honest, so it hits as many opponents as it can with poison. So poison tower, let's speed the game down, is this thing, 325 coins, which we can't really get right now. The water tower ability, though, regardless of that, is if there is another creep within 125 AoE of this target, a second attack will strike for 40 damage. So this is also very helpful, obviously, especially against composite damages, like who cares, honestly. But especially against this light, because light is going to be an issue in general for us. And the next wave ability, let's speed this game up to normal. The next wave ability is going to be all towers within 3x3 of the tower that killed the creep will attack 15% slower. The music is a bit loud, excuse me for that. Let's go like 70, 70, 70. I think this should already make a difference. And as you see, this is the curse, so now this gets less and less damage. Let's transform this into the poison tower, I think. I think we should transform it into a poison tower. Although we should be able to get this, as the water tower is doing most of the job. And then the darkness towers are getting the kills. Yeah, we got this easily. Water tower is really helping. We don't got this easily. Actually, cancel that. Most likely we'll lose a life here, is what I'm seeing happen. Unless... How much range do these things have? Yeah, they definitely don't have enough range. Let's maybe put like a composite tower in this corner. I don't think it's gonna be enough DPS wise. That's gonna definitely help out. And then we can put one here too. Do I need to do that? No, I don't. Better yes, actually. Better yes. Better safe than sorry. No reason to really lose a life. We can transform these into other towers anyway later, as we have mentioned. So you are going to become a poison tower right now, although I don't have the money. What do these guys do? Upon death, all creeps within 200 AoE are healed by 30% of their maximum health. Weak to single target. Yeah, I mean, we are full on single target anyway. This is the non-single target thing, but it's okay. It pretty much makes it so that this doesn't do anything. But also that isn't even true, so... And this is a fire build, so it's weak against our build anyway. Next wave in 2 seconds. I'm gonna say let's transform into poison now. This is grass. And what do they do? Temporal. When it loses 25% of max HP, this creep will jump forward and revert its health from 3 seconds ago. Okay, so this is borderline healing. I'm gonna say let's... I think Poison Tower is gonna have an issue against these, but I don't care. What's the next one? The next one is Darkness Tower. 3 seconds after dying, the creep will come back. Well, this is gonna become a Poison Tower now, because we want that tower in our build. And we got our next element. I'm gonna go for Nature, because that is the next element I want. And we're gonna make this thing, because you can focus things. Focus off. Tower acquires a new target based on its priority on each attack. Tower will attack the target until it dies. Now we're gonna go with Focus Off. We're gonna say Strong. So it's gonna always be hitting whatever has the most health. And because this is a Poison Tower, that's exactly how I want it to work. Now, the next tower we want to create, by the way, is this thing, the Well, which says that this is a buff tower every 15 seconds and increases a non-buff tower attack speed. That's the whole idea here. I also unlocked Flooding, which says that each consecutive attack the same target, it creates gets more AoE until it switches targets. That's really good, obviously. And this thing is now... yeah, I mean, the Poison Tower is doing exactly what it's supposed to, which is hitting every opponent for 1 hit at a time. And it's just spreading the poison, doing more damage the more time passes. Next opponent, Water. That say that this wave has half the creeps, but each one has 250% HP, give a double bounty, and they take 2 lives each. Well, yeah, weak against single target. Guess what? We're poisoning all of them, so we don't care about single target or not. And I can also put a Flooding Tower in, but, you know, before we do that, let's actually put the buff tower here, because, as I said, this is the plan. The buff tower size is as much as this is. Actually, we can test. This has 900 range, the water has 900 range, so this is how much the buff tower is gonna have. Let's put the buff tower here, and let's instantly put the buff tower into use. So this is a buff tower every 15 seconds. It increases a non-buff tower attack speed by 10%, 30%, or 90% based on the level that this tower has for 60 seconds, and can have 4 towers buffed at a time. And we also unlock the Disease Tower, which is deals more damage based on HP missing health, enemies missing health, which I don't really care about, honestly, because the plan in general... Wait a minute, is this AoE? Oh, this is AoE. Oh, this is insane that it's AoE. The Poison Tower is AoE, I love it. And Poison doesn't stack, right? No. Each stack... Oh, this has infinite stacking. Okay. Well, that's actually good. These guys are healing, so my lifesteal's gonna be... My poison's gonna be bad against them. But after the next level, we're gonna be transforming our build into madness. I definitely want the Flooding Tower in general. So let's put a Flooding Tower here, to be honest. I'm gonna say let's put a Flooding Tower at this spot. Opponents are obviously getting through. Let's go with a Disease into a Flooding. And I should in general level up my towers, to be honest. Okay, and now we're gonna bring in the Earth, and now the build is about to begin. Because after the Flooding Tower, which is very expensive by the way, the next thing I want to create is this thing here, the Plague Tower. Attacks apply Plague stacks that deal 675 damage per second. If the target dies, all stacks transfer to another creep within 1500 range. Refresh their duration, okay? Stacks last 20 seconds each and cap at 800. 800 obviously is only applicable if you get to the point where you have enough damage to do that much. Not enough damage, enough towers, right? You need to have like, I don't know, 300 towers on the map, because this thing's attack speed is not infinite, right? This attack speed is 1 per second. So you need like, I don't know, 100 towers to be able to do that. I mean, definitely not 100. You can do it with less, especially because we're gonna go with the attack speed thing. This here gives 10%, especially this thing later giving us 90% attack from my towers. We're gonna be applying even more plague, because that is the build. We're gonna go for a plague build. That is my idea. And we also saw all the abilities that exist. There aren't really that many. So we got more blinkers. Now, if there are ability based on difficulty and whatnot, I'm not aware of, obviously, or if anything like that is, you know, true. And all of these, by the way, all of these darkness towers should start becoming something else. How much damage does this do? 300. This does 300 damage that also bounces. This does 155. Although this has an attack speed of 3, so this attacks a lot faster. Howitzer tower, a lot more AoE, whatever. But I'm gonna go with the disease tower. Or a poison, it's pretty much the same thing. This is 65 per second for 15 seconds. This does more damage. This does a lot of damage actually, and this also AoE. Is this AoE? This is not AoE. This does a lot more damage. Oh no, this attacks once every 0.65. You see, there are so many changes and different things. I'm gonna say let's pay 1,000 for this thing actually, which is gonna most likely carry us. What does this thing have? After getting hit for 3 seconds, this creep will become invulnerable. Cooldown of 6 seconds, weak to long range. Okay, well, this thing is destroying everything now with its crazy mad lion attack. What does this thing's passive is? Each consecutive attack against the same target gains 15 AoE. That's why it has focus on, and it just hits whatever is close to it, which makes sense. Yep, we're just waiting for these to go through. Obviously, this should also become a flooding tower at some point. In general, all of these are going to transform into some other tower. Let's actually level these things up. We don't want them to be forever darkness towers. Yep, now this thing is a disease tower, which means that it does more damage. No, disease is the curse, right? No, it's the more damage based on how much health they're missing. Okay, now we're going to go water, grass all the time. So I'm going to say into water we shall go. And the reason is because I want to level this thing up. I want to upgrade the well tower. Because I already have the plague tower accessible, just to be clear. So obviously this thing is gonna start losing life, and the less life it has, the more damage this does. Most damage done from all of them, disease. You see? Disease is good, and darkness is last. And the arrow towers obviously don't do anything. But we can just leave them be for in the moment being. I want this to become a disease tower. We're gonna wait for actually all of them to go through, and then we're gonna decide. Flooding does the most, but yeah, flooding is 1 tier above the rest. Flooding is a triple tower, I guess, a triple element tower. If you watch here, the elements, flooding is here, triple element, while disease is over there. So there is a big difference between those levels. We could go for another flooding, or honestly, I would like to go for plague, but this needs 2,000 plus. I don't need to do anything right now. Like right now, the build is happening, the build is working. We don't need to invest into anything at all. We can just stay here with my nice little interest, just increasing my money again and again and again. As long as we're chilling and vibing, we're good. Maybe upgrade one of these into a disease tower. You know, previous darkness is blast with a huge difference. Disease, poison, flooding is the most DPS. Poison is above disease by a lot. Let's go to the new one. Poison once again through the roof over here. Darkness definitely down there. No, actually current. No, previous now. So, darkness once again last, poison and disease. Wow, disease does nothing. Okay, you become poison then. You become poison for sure. Very disappointing with disappointed with disease. Oh, they are all next to each other. Oh, this is a very dangerous wave. But whatever. Is it a darkness wave? Darkness wave should be decent-ish for us. Hopefully. Yeah, one can only hope. What can I say? I want disease tower to hit whatever is strong, not weak. Why would you attack weak with the diseased? No, disease is definitely weak. Poison tower is strong. Target strong. Oh, that's the auto target anyway. Okay, this thing has 500 life, which this should be able to handle, right? 60 damage per shot, 1.5 second attack speed. Yeah, easily handleable. And yep, now that's gonna give us even more interest, to be honest. The slower you take a wave to clear, the more interest you get. So maybe being like over here in this corner setup, or even down here, might be better than setting it up here. But this obviously is the best zone. Like, this is the most amount of damage getting through. So yeah, a lot of life, who cares, really. Disease tower should not focus. Yep, it's not focusing. And this should also not focus. Very nice. But this should always focus. So nice. And it's getting AoE every time it attacks the same target. So that's cool. And a lot of opponents are like getting through here, which is very bad. Okay, all of these are gonna get through. Should have maybe invested into one of these. Well, let's put like a couple of composites over here. I'm gonna say like this little zone. There is no real spending of money happening here. And as I said, these can easily level up. We might not get all of them. We might get one through, but it's okay. Come on, get the other one at least. You failed. You completely failed. We lost 2 lives for no reason. We lost 4 lives, actually. Let's go with grass. Now we're gonna instantly level these things up. Not instantly, but the moment they're actually ready. We're gonna level this up next. Up, fire, 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 and we got it. Okay, buff this thing up to level 2 Vortex, to level 2 Well Tower. 1800 damage, might even out DPS all of these, but the most important part is now it buffs them for 30% attack speed. That is the most important part, and we now wait for the disease tower to level up, and then we're super ready. This thing needs to become a tower. Let's make it into this slowing thing. Applies a debuff that slows creeps. Or you know what? We can transfer... You know, I wanted Plague Tower, so I can make it into a howitzer. Right? As you see here. Or into a geyser. Fourth attack the AoE. And then from there I can make it into a golem or a root. And then from there come over. Or just make another flooding. The easier solution, you know. Let's make it into water tower first. And then we're gonna transform it into... I guess, a water tower, and from this it's gonna become a flooding. From here it's gonna become a flooding. But should I do that, or should I just, you know, level this thing up? I think I should just make this into a plague tower. Flooding was first, the previous wave. Current, actually, let's go back to current. So we got a new tower. We got the Plague Tower, which does 675 damage per second for 20 seconds, and if an opponent dies, it bounces the stack to the next one. It bounces all the stacks to the next one and refreshes them. So if, for example, I get to a point where I'm doing, I don't know, 10 million damage, nothing's gonna survive. And when it says the next one, it says 1500 range. Do you know how much 1500 range is? This is 900. This is 900. I can't even show you how much 1000 is. Do I have a... This is 1100, right? And the bounce of this is 1000 more. Plague isn't first? I was assuming Plasma was gonna be first with a big difference. Let's get the tower we used to have in. Fighting something dangerous? I don't think so. Well, doesn't matter, because even though these guys are surviving and whatnot, the Plague is definitely somewhere around here, so it's definitely bouncing around. Yeah, that's the power of the Plague Tower. Look at this, at the end it got 100k. So yeah, it's not really good in the beginning, but the moment the Plague starts bouncing, then magic happens. 2700 on those. And now we're fighting a darkness, which takes less damage from water, but otherwise, who cares? And yeah, I mean, the whole plan is just have plagues on everything. If a single plague is alive on something, it's gonna bounce around. The worst thing that can possibly happen... I want you to focus, actually. Let's get another water tower in. Water is weak to darkness, so this should be easily dealt with. And I think focus on this. I think focus on. Target weak and focus on. This is surviving, but it's getting plague stack. 7, 8, 9. What is this? 15. Contagion, poison, yeah, okay. And dead. 13 stacks of plague. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Plague tower, even in single target fights, plague tower is better. The reason why I want focus on is because I want the target with the plague to die. Like, that has to happen. We have to get rid of the target that is a plague target. Always, always. We need the plague to bounce around. And opponents become damage immune. Now the thing is, when they become damage immune, do they lose the plagues? Nope. I saw some opponent that was damage immune that had the plague on them. I'm waiting for this guy. Last guy here. 8. Contagion, 9, 10. He's gonna get plague 20. 17 plague, dead. You see, that's the power. That's the power of this thing. And we're gonna continue getting towers like these. Yep, still did the most tower with the difference. So we're gonna go plague tower number 2. Although right now we don't need to... Right now, we do not need to invest into anything. We just need money. Money, 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 money. Let's speed the game up. Whoop, whoop. Okay, next wave. Let's go. Composite. Composite is a joke, obviously. We can easily beat composite. Like, boom. I'm waiting for the last one to see how many plague stacks he's gonna have. I'm waiting for him. F122. Plague, plague, plague. You see that? That's the play. Like, as long as we got enough stacks and everything, easy win. This is a bad fight for us. Although it doesn't really matter. Once again, as long as the plague is enough to kill, it's gonna be bouncing around and killing something. Boom, 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 bounce. Dead, dead. This is grass with running speed. Running speed is a joke, obviously. Plague takes over. Yep, everything's dead. Everything's toast. Very nice. And now let's transform this. And now let's get another grass in. Okay, now we got 2 plague towers. Obviously my plan. And yep, this has how many stacks? 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 29, 27 stacks. Should be enough. And it's dead. Very nice. And imagine if these 27 stacks bounced back. Which they obviously didn't, but whatever. Now that we got this, I can upgrade this to the final version of it. Which I instantly should do. Once again, doesn't really matter how many of these survive. We want you to also be focus on. Dead, dead. Nice. This should become a flooding tower. We definitely need some water damage, I think. Let's make this into flooding tower too. So we got 2 flooding towers now. Everything is pretty much dying. And we won. Very nice. Let's get this into... Not this one. Actually, let's get this one into water tower. And from water tower into a well. From a well into a buff. From another buff into another buff. And that's enough. You can become a plague now. 1000 coin from this. And a plague, 2700. By the way, the plague is not upgradable further. We definitely want to get as many as possible now. We want to get as many towers as possible. We don't want to be waiting at all. So we're gonna say, let's fill this thing with plague towers. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and let's put like 3 more buff towers in here. Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. What are the choices? What are the choices? I could go for this. Summon a boss. Upon defeating it, gain 2 essences, which can be used to upgrade a single element tower to level 4. Or increase your interest rate by 0.6. That's just a lot of money. What are the choices in general? I just wanted the plague tower anyway. And I got level 3 water and level 3 nature in case I need it. So... I don't see me needing anything else. Should I go like for a jinx tower if I get 2 levels into fire? Actually, 2 levels into fire and 1 level into darkness. If that is even a thing. I can have up to 11 of these. So 1, 6, 8, and I can put 3 into fire. If I put 3 into fire... By the way, there is no pause here, that's why I'm like this. If I put 3 into fire, I'm gonna have a Jinx Tower. Jinx Tower says that it applies a debuff that deals damage every some seconds. Actually, I think I should just go for interest, man. We're gonna go with Plague Towers all around. Just plague, 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 and just bounce them and debuff them even more. You can head up to 800 stacks. Let's go interest. I want money. Let's go interest. I might be wrong about this, just to be clear. I'm not like, oh no, I'm definitely correct about this. No, we marked all the towers. Let's make them all poison right away. Ooh. Here we go. The next upgrade of all of them into flooding is gonna be 10,000 coins, which we definitely don't want to waste. And let's speed the game up again. The most important thing now is getting these buffing towers maxed out, which we already have. We obviously want them to hit my good towers, and I want another one of these buff towers. I want for each one 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we need definitely like 2 more. Put 2 more in. Okay, actually I don't want them here, you know. Let's sell these. I want them a bit further in the back. Like here. Yeah, I want them like here and here. I want to see what this thing can buff first before I do anything else. Let's do this. It's gonna say where it can buff. It can buff most of the towers, so we're gonna go another one here. Okay, I mean most of these guys are super poisoned. Level the well up. We're gonna die, don't be afraid. As long as they have plague on them, they're gonna die, alright. Do we have plague on them? Is there any plague on any of these? 2 stacks? 1 stack? 40 stacks? I don't think we have enough plague stacks on them. Or is there a plague going on somewhere? 3 stacks of plague. Bounced around, another 3. Yeah, we do have a couple of stacks of plague on them, but not enough. We're gonna lose life. It's okay, we're gonna lose a couple of lives. We're gonna amass these plague things. That is the main idea here. Let's continue with upgrading the buff towers though. First. Okay, buff towers are 100% ready. Now we go for 1 plague tower at a time. One at a time, one at a time. We transform them into these. And then from these into plague for 275. Although, the whole idea is to go deep into interest. So, maybe I should think about it. Warrior towers are doing less. I think the worst opponents for us are either the tanky dudes, like the revive. Either it's a revive or it's the tankiness. These guys are a joke. Like, these guys definitely are not an issue for us. Guaranteed. Previous wave, look at this, 1 million damage. And the well did a lot too. Flooding do less. Okay. Let's make this into flooding. We could also go for this. Applies a debuff that slows creeps. You know, maybe I should go for 1 slowing for sure. Let's maybe go for 1 slowing. If not for 2. Let's go for like 2 slowing towers. I think that's okay. These towers are... These towers have AoE too, so that's the idea. You can get interest only once. Okay. Let's then go into 1 earth and 1 this, so I can level up multiple towers. Let's go earth first. Should be easy enough. Fire and earth. Yeah, this is gonna obviously die. We're just waiting for this to go on. Okay, we leveled something up here. The golem tower. I want to get this tower in. So I need 1 level into darkness, and then I'm gonna have this at level 2. The plague tower cannot level up, as I said, so... Let's make this into this. Let's maybe get more plagues tower going. Because I'm getting a bit afraid here. The more plague we have, the better, obviously. Now, these opponents are very weak for us. Like, very, very, very easy to handle for us. Very easy to handle. 100 plus stacks. Yeah, there is 100 stacks going through. Look at this. 334. Boom. 140. That's the idea. That's the idea. Combining stacks. Multiplying the power that we are throwing out. That is our power. This is the muck, which I want to keep as is. We got 2 muck towers that are gonna stay as they are. Let's make these into water towers. I mean, the well towers are DPSing the plague. Which is such a joke. But it's okay. I mean, we have the well towers for water damage. That's also really good. So we don't have to be afraid about the darkness weakness, which is this thing. We're literally fighting our weakness now. So let's see how this is gonna go. Hopefully it's gonna go well. I'm seeing some poison towers still trying their best. How much plagues do we have? Come on, I mean, we do have... We definitely have to have like 200 stacks somewhere going on. Let's see. How many stacks are we? Oh, 140. Nice. Nice. I love it, man. I love it. Flooding towers did more damage than the plague. Okay. Okay. I mean, the good thing with the plague is that you don't lose the damage. At all. So, also we have more flooding anyway. Where is the poison tower? Is at nowhere land. Let's put more flooding in. Do I need this? Slowing down opponents? I think 2 of them are enough. And these are water towers. Oh, the range they lose is huge. Ah, that's the weakness of the plague. It doesn't matter that they're surviving. These guys have 85 stacks on them. How did it go down to 85 though? Oh, because they were we were losing attack speed. I see. I have 20,000 coins. Let's put some towers in. Let's put some towers in. Boom, 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 boom. All of them. You become wells. Thank you. You become these. Thank you. How many for this? 11,000. I mean, we're still surviving, so why? Let's go for darkness. So now we can level up the mud tower. Muck tower, whatever it's called. How many stacks? We don't amass infinite stacks very fast. You see, we need a lot more. And level up the muck tower. Boom. And what is this? What are you supposed to be? I think it was supposed to be a well because there was a well below it. Yep. Definitely gonna become a well. Boom. Let's power all of these up. No reason to keep them in this form. And let's get the best one of these here leveled up. This, this, and this. And this, to be honest. 11,000. We don't need to. We don't need to. Now the question is, does revive make it so that we lose the plague? I don't think so, right? Let's see the last one. It's gonna get 100 plus. 100 plus. Hello? 100 plus? Something? I'm seeing 26s and 5051s. Maybe a 61. It feels like the revive. What is this? Summon a boss. Upon defeating it, gain 2 essences. I'm pressing it. Doesn't do anything. Let's now level these up though. 8,000. We got the money. We got the money. Space. I don't know what space helps. What does this do? Hits creeps in a line. Damage per second applies a debuff, slows them. Is that a different debuff than the other one? I mean, we're slowing them already. We have that at level 2, which is the maximum we can get. Yeah, might as well put it out, right? Might as well put some roots out here in this line. Let's go with a root. I'm gonna say, honestly, I'm gonna say let's put the root here, and then one here, and then one here. Yeah. Now we're gonna give you 3 become this, and then most likely we're gonna be a root here, and then this 52% slow. Because why not? Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I did what I could. Now we're gonna also go with Jinx Towers, by the way. Oh, I cannot get Jinx Tower. Do I have any Amplify Tower? No, that was a mistake for sure. I have 2 Slowing Towers, and I don't have an Amplify Tower. I would like this. It's with fire. Okay, opponents are trying to run fast. I think the time has come for all of these to become curses. Actually, just put out new towers. Let's go. Here, 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 here. And here. And here. I'm not afraid about anything going through. We're gonna go with 2 waters here and here. And 1 more here, maybe. Okay, so U3 become wells. U5 become all... for starters, become poison. And now become this, 9,000. Okay, that's enough. And you guys now become upgrade. And upgrade. Nice, we're making money. And these towers are doing their job. Oh, these can level up. Level them up then. We can have more of these. We can have one here. We can have one... here. No, we want poison there. I guess we can have one. I would say here is the maximum. Or to maintain. No. I'm gonna put one here, which is a bad spot, for example. And then one over here. Yeah, they're gonna die from the plague that is inside of them. Boom, 375. You see? You see? I don't need to do anything. Level them up. Level them up even further. Root tower. And then upgrade that even for damage per second applies a debuff. Yeah, 10,000 coins for those 3. Nope. What happened? Why am I waiting? Oh, it's the end of the game. Ah, yes. Take 100% damage from all damage types. Boss armor. Yeah, we're about to fight the final boss. My build isn't ready. Let's definitely get this one, and definitely this one, and maybe somewhere over here. Yeah, this is a good spot. And maybe this is also a decent-ish spot. I think these spots here are better. I think this is also a good one. And I'm out of money. I'm ready for the final wave of the game. Let's go! We're ending the game! Yep. Cheese and cheese and cheese and cheese and cheese and cheese. Infinite cheese enemies for the rest of the game. As far as I know, each one of them has just straight up a random affix. Like, this one has to have the revive, this has the heal, this has the shield, this has the movement speed. You know, it's just gonna be RNG incarnate. Now, we theoretically are made for this. Like, theoretically, the plague is gonna be spreading all the time, everywhere, and it's gonna be free wins. So, let's see how this is gonna go. So this guy's full life. Boom, 300 stacks, dead. Nice, continue. Let's play a ×2. Actually, let's play a ×4, to be honest. Because this is gonna last a while. Or at least we want it to last a while. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm making money out of this. I didn't realize I'm making money. We're upgrading. We are upgrading, alright. Let's level all of these up. 10,000, maybe a bit too much. Are we gonna be able to beat this now that I sped this up for no reason? I think yes. Do we have a big flag somewhere? If we don't, then we don't. Yes we do. 500. Bye-bye! That is the power of what we have built here. Let's level up these three. 8,000 coins is nothing for us. Obviously, without a plague, there is no build, just to be clear. We definitely want some towers here. I think this line is a good one. And definitely 2 water buff towers. Okay, you two become wells. You all become poison. You all become wells level 2. You all become this machine gun thing. There's 7,000. A classic case of money. And let's go with double wells, I guess. And let's fire off. Obviously, we have some huge plague here. 600 stacks. Boom. Dead. I'm waiting for it. 700 stacks. Boom, boom, boom. Triple kill. 55 stacks of poison. There is a flag somewhere over there. What is this? Entanglement. A damage immune is carrying it, or a dead one. You know what? It seems like the dead ones are keeping the plague on them, and then they just die at the end. I'm not getting interest anymore. I have to say, the interest buff is trash. If you're not getting interest, like if you get the interest buff, I guess you're supposed to get the interest buff first. That's the only reason I can find it useful. Because otherwise, like, why would you go for interest buff? You get money out of this for a very small amount of time in the game. And then interest just stops. I don't know why interest stops. I'm against interest stopping. But now that interest has stopped, there is no reason for me to even keep the money. So let's just level all of these up. Like literally, there is literally no reason to keep the money. And then level up whatever I can, wherever I can, whenever I can. So let's level these things up. Let's level everything we can up. This thing is gonna get through, guaranteed. We cannot do anything about this. Because the plague is not gonna bounce that much ahead. That's a bit sad, but it is what it is. 31 lives. You know what, this time I can actually speed up ×2. There should be a plague around here. Yep, bye-bye and bye-bye. Very nice. And let's continue leveling everything up to the next thing. You, plague. You. Oh, look how fast these things attack. You become plague. You become plague. Everything. Everything. I love it. I love it. Do you want to see another tower? Do you want to see a specific one that you enjoy? Have you seen this game before? Yeah, just tell me what you want me to test, and I'm gonna play with a tower of your choice. Now, we're just waiting for the plague to go through here. Let's see, is it gonna bounce fast enough? Nope, we lost a life. These are, by the way, there is a plague carrier between these. Yeah, this guy with 800, of course. Now, the issue is that there is definitely not a system that makes sure that something can bounce the... You know what? Yeah, the plague should have that idea for the dev. Dev, if you watch this, by the way, you can comment down below with something like, hey, I'm the dev, and then I'm gonna pin your comment. And whatever you want to say, obviously, add to the comment. But I have an opinion about the plague, just to make it just a smidge better. I think it would be nice that if something has 800 stacks, then just instantly start bouncing to a next one. Because, as it seems right now, only one unit is having 800 stacks. Because it's as if the... We lost. It's as if the plague is destroying itself, right? So what I mean to say is, let's say one enemy has 600 stacks and another has 600 stacks. You know, 2 enemies have 600 stacks each. If the one of them dies, it might transfer the 600 stacks to the other one with the 600 stacks. It's gonna become 800 stacks. And then... that's it. Like, that enemy is not gonna have stacks anymore. Those 400 stacks, not 400, actually, it's, yeah, it's 400. Those 400 stacks are lost. So, it would be nice if there was multiple bouncing. Or, for example, if you have a huge plague that has 800 stacks going around, picking up all the 2, 2, 2, 3, 3s or whatever, it should actually bounce them around. Or in general, it would be nice if the plagues bounced from the tower itself, right? If you start amassing a plague on one enemy that has 800 life, then it instantly, you know, curses something next to it. That would be insane and awesome if that happened, but maybe it would also break the weapon completely. On the other hand, I was also making a mistake by making every single one of these towers attack the weakest enemy. I think a lot of them should be attacking higher life opponents, but I don't think it really matters. Anyway, that is going to be it. Yeah, mostly because of the stacking mechanic, the way I mentioned, right? That was the main issue with having one big poison going around. Anyway, what an awesome run, what an awesome game. Mega survival with mega stages. By the way, there are a lot of stages that you can play, literally. The game has a lot of replayability, so if you want me to play maybe another stage instead of another build, but honestly, I do enjoy the baseline stage. Maybe I could even play campaign, but this, as far as I know, doesn't last that long. Like, this is... I don't know, this is like 15 waves or something, and then you just win and it just ends, or it's something boring. I'm not exactly... I did play this before. I have seen footage of this, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's... there are also replays. Nice. There is also multiplayer. There is also co-op. There are also, in general, a bunch of things. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more, subscribe. And as I said, don't forget to tell me what... Oh, by the way, there are skins in this game. You can even have a different little pet. It's not like, oh, Sifd, there are not animations anymore. No, I just have the trash skin. We could have had a flying mantis, dragon, or whatever, or this guy. Or just a skeleton, you know, because why not? I have a point. Ooh, I could buy something. And there are also, you know... if you're you can customize the towers, you can customize the builder with hats and whatnot, and little particle effects. So there are things to showcase and to flex. Whoa, we got the classic Diablo copyright incoming. But yeah, that's and D&D and two together, 2 in 1. Is there anything here that has that might be copyright claimed? We even got the horse hat. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I wanted to mention over here there are the towers. Which one do you want me to play? I'm just lighting them all up here just so it's prettier. I don't know if you guys know what each of these towers are. I guess I'm gonna quickly go through them, and then you can pause on one of them that you enjoy while I'm talking. And as I said, if this is helpful in any way, manner, or shape, you know, because I am one that enjoys theory crafting, and always when I see another YouTuber, you know, not showcase each and every tower, it's you know, I'm like, come on, man, just float over this. I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna just see what you're showcasing. Just float over it, you know, sometimes, because not everybody can buy the game, but a lot of people want to be able to just straight up see information of the game. So here it is, every single tower in the game, so you can read through them, so you can tell me what ability you want us to. And here are also some status effects here maybe you want to know, which is the buff, slow, and amplify towers, and then also here are the ranges. So yeah, there's that, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget, by the way, while you're reading these, that a lot of them have AoE. Like, a lot of them literally, do you see there over here at the stats, there is AoE as a stat on every single tower, so it's like 100, 0, 300, 500, and when I was reading through these, that's a thing that I kept in mind, because you might read the ability and be like, that's mediocre, but then you see that it's AoE, and then you realize that's actually decent. Anyway, which of these do you want to do a run with? I think I want to do a Doom run, but we're gonna see if I'm gonna even play more of this. So yeah, as I said, comments, likes, etc, etc. Mostly comments about what tower you want to see. I think that is how we're gonna drive the algorithm towards where we want to bring it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, by the way, I am opening up a merchandise thing. Yeah, it's happening, man. We're lining that up. It's gonna happen. Just keep an eye out. Just mentioning. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I really did. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you guys around.